So let's finish up with our last topic, that is indexes, in which we are not having much details to be learned about, but simple indexes are optional structures associated with tables. They can be created to improve the performance of the data, update and retrieval, because they will enhance the searching capabilities. But Oracle Index provides a direct access path to the raw data. Since Oracle provides a direct access path to the raw data, Oracle itself creates the indexes for us. Okay? So indexes can be created on one or more columns of the table, not just on the primary key, on certain other which are commonly being searched. For example, sometimes we will search the student table based on the student name also, not just the PIN number. So if we are trying to have name also being commonly used for searching, then we will make use of name also as a column in the index. So whatever columns you are looking for enhancing the searching, you can mention those columns, but we prefer almost always for single column indexes. The second column which will come along with whatever columns we have mentioned is the row ID and the row address, where this particular values will significantly point to that particular row in the table for enhancing of the search. So after an index is created, it is automatically maintained and used by the Oracle server. We need not even insert one single row in that particular index. It is automatically done for us. Updates to a table data, such as adding new rows, updating rows, or deleting rows, are automatically propagated to all relevant indexes with complete transparency to the user. The user need not even get aware what is going on in the background, but it happens in the background. The updations will work. So to create an index, it's simple. Create is the command, index, name of the index which you wanted to create, on what table you wanted to create, based on what columns you wanted to have that particular index. Okay. So index altogether will contain, suppose key is a particular column name, and this key, along with this key, it will contain a row pointer which will point to that particular row where this key value was pointing to. Okay, so this is the index and this is the actual table. So in order to enhance this searching mechanism, index is created. So how are indexes created? Sometimes they are created automatically, usually automatically by the Oracle itself for us. Unique index is created automatically when you define a primary key. When they will be created? When you define a primary key, or you use a unique constraint in the table definition. To whatever column you are making it as a primary key, to whatever column you are attaching that constraint, primary key, integrity constraint primary key, or integrity constraint unique, to whatever column you are attaching, that column will be taken for your index. Just like how we are having a column called as key, that primary key or unique column will be taken as an index column. Okay. They may also be generated manually, but those will be non-unique indexes. That means their rows may contain same values. So what are the types of indexes? These were actually how they are created, automatically or manually. we always prefer to have automatically generated indexes. They enhances the searching mechanism very easily for us. But if you still prefer, you wanted to experiment, you want to go for your own defined one, then you can go with a manual one. But how many types of indexes are there, how they are implemented internally, will tell how many types are there. If we try to implement index using B tree, which is a data structure, just like your binary tree, we have got B tree data structure. If you are using B tree data structure to implement indexes, then that particular index is called as B tree index. If you are using bitmap to represent your indexes, then it is called as bitmapped index. So we have got two categories of indexes. There are lots, many based on what data structure was used actually. Out of all those, two are very important. One is B-tree, second is bitmap. These are two very highly complicated concepts. Actually, B is not over here for binary. B over here is for balanced tree. We have got AVL balance tree, red black balance tree. We have got many balance trees available in the market. B plus trees, B minus trees, all those are balanced trees. So if the index is made using implemented stored internally as B trees, then it is called as B tree index. In the form of binary trees, it will be usually, but those will depend on how they are stored using the balancing techniques. Which balancing technique was used to have that particular tree? Okay, so bitmap uses binary representations, uses each bit position a particular row that may or may not contain the index value. Okay, so here I have kept one diagrammatic notation of a B tree. At this age of life, if I say what is the AVL tree, what is the red black tree, and all those B plus trees, B minus trees, then you will become very confused. So I have not put it all those things here. Actually, how many types of indexes was also not there. Just to show you that this is there, I have kept this particular slide in front of you. So uh, if you are further interested, check the notes section, you will get more details about it. Same way, bitmap will use each and every bit to represent a particular key location where it is stored in the memory. So in order to create indexes, you can either go with a graphical user interface where you will mention the index name, then the schema in which you wanted to create it, then for what table space you are going to create. Either you are going to use B-tree or bitmap, which one you wanted to go for. Then the table onto which you wanted to have the index to be created. Do you want any of these columns to be used? In which order those columns should be kept? All those things you can mention, or in simple you can have one create index, name of the index whichever you wanted to have, on what table you wanted to have, on what columns you wanted to have. Once index is created, its updation, new entries to be added to that particular index will all be taken care by the Oracle itself. We need not worry about it. Okay, so what will happen if we create an index and what will happen if we don't create an index? I've kept a few points over here so that it will help you in your exams. So that was all which we had in our third unit. So most probably fourth unit inshallah will start from tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to start with PLSQL, so do not miss that part. Till here, are there any doubts for anyone? If you have got any doubt, please keep it in the chat box. I'm still available here. No one is keeping any doubt? The material for the third unit will be posted shortly in your group. Please check it there. And one more thing, I would like to remind you people regarding the task enrollment. CRs, are you people available? I am able to see a Akhil name here. Saipavan, are you available? Akhil, where are you, ma? Okay. Both of you make a list of those candidates who have not enrolled into task and send it to me by today evening. Along with the reasons why they have not enrolled. How much is the total strength of first shift? Akhil? 51. Pawan, how much is the second shift strength? 57. Altogether, I should find 108 members joining in the task. Okay, ma. So regarding exam, it is a shorter unit. Some of the topics will come in the short and as well as essay. It's a scoring part. Specifically, what is a sequence? Syntax for sequence, example for sequence. What is a synonym? How many types of synonyms are there? What is the syntax to create a synonym? What is a view? What is a syntax for view? What is an example for view? Types of views. Similarly, indexes. What is the definition of an index? How many types of indexes are there? Syntax for generation of an index. Sequences and synonyms, views, indexes. These are very critically important topics for your exams. Mostly the questions will be coming from that one. Okay, so I hope third unit went very swiftly. Fourth unit will start with PLSQL. A lot of programs have been included inside it for your practice purpose. I'll execute one or two programs and show it to you. How do we actually compile and execute those programs? Then tomorrow, inshallah, we'll try to finish off at least a maximum part of our fourth unit. Or as a whole, we will finish off the fourth unit. 17th, we will finish the fourth unit. 18th, we will finish the fifth unit. Then on 19 and 20, we will finish up with our IT part and finish our exact curriculum. I'm planning to finish the fourth and fifth unit of RDBMS tomorrow itself and keep some enough time for IT subject. I'm sorry, yesterday I wanted to have the third unit, but somehow due to ill health, I could not do it. I tried my level best to come to college, but I was not well. I was really in very deep fever. Even today, I'm having fever, but still, I'm trying to manage it. Even my voice is not supporting me today. Still, somehow we managed to finish the third unit. Tomorrow, inshallah, the voice will be okay, and we'll try to finish the fourth and fifth unit as early as possible and go on for our IT subject. As a part and parcel for enhancing that particular activity, I'll share the notes for fourth and fifth unit to you so that you can go and have a glimpse of them. And tomorrow we can discuss about those topics one after the other. At least have a look at the fourth unit, then we will try to have an understanding of the units. Okay. Shortly in the group, I will be sending the fourth and fifth unit. Please go through them. Tomorrow we'll try to have them discussed up. Is it fine for everyone? First unit, I've already sent Nama. Sanjana, I will resend it. Don't worry. Okay, ma, the notes have been kept there in the group. You can have a look at that particular point. So shall we close this session now?